Chapter 12.
Space Science.
The universe is endless. There are billions of galaxies out there, with each one having billions of stars in it. Do you think there may be more planets like Earth in different galaxies? Our solar system is very big for us, but very small when compared to the universe. How much do you know about this home of yours?
The solar system. The solar system consists of the sun and everything revolving around the sun. The sun is at the center of the solar system, and its gravity holds all the planets in place. 8 planets and their moons, dwarf planets, and countless asteroids, comets, and other small icy objects are a part of the solar system. The planets of the solar system are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, and Uranus. Pluto was earlier a planet too. In August 2006, the International Astronomical Union, IAU, placed Pluto in the category of dwarf planets. The paths taken by planets to revolve around the sun are called orbits. Satellites or moons are celestial bodies that revolve around their respective planets. Earth. We live on planet Earth, which is the only planet that bears life. Other planets and a few moons have ice, atmospheres, seasons, and even weather, but only on Earth does the complex mix come together in a way that makes life possible. The surface of the Earth is populated by humans, animals, forests, mountains, and oceans. It also has a blanket of air called the atmosphere. The atmosphere protects life on Earth from the harmful ultraviolet rays of the sun. Internal structure of the Earth. The inside of the Earth is much different from the surface. Scientists have found out that the Earth consists of various layers, and as we go deep inside, it becomes hotter and hotter. The Earth is made up of 3 basic layers: the core, the mantle, and the crust. The crust. It is the outermost layer of the Earth, comprising the continents and the oceans. Its thickness varies from 5 km to 70 km under ocean floors and under continents, respectively. It is made up of rocks and contains everything that is needed to support life. The mantle. This is the middle layer of the Earth and is made up of solid rock in the upper portion and molten rock in the lower portion. It is about 2,900 km thick, containing large quantities of iron and magnesium. The molten magma that comes out during volcanic eruptions is from the mantle. The core. It is the innermost layer of the Earth and forms the center of the Earth. It consists of 2 parts, outer core and inner core. The outer core is about 2,300 km thick and contains molten iron and nickel and some sulfur. The inner core is about 1,200 km thick and contains solid iron. Sun. The Sun is the star of our solar system. The Earth is about 15 million kilometers away from the Sun. The Sun gives us heat and light. Almost all the Earth's energy comes ultimately from the Sun. The Sun is a huge ball of mainly hydrogen gas with some helium. The thin atmospheric layer of the Sun is called corona. The corona is sometimes visible during a solar eclipse. At the center of the Sun, the temperature is so high that hydrogen changes into helium. The process of conversion of hydrogen into helium is called nuclear fusion. Nuclear fusion is the source of energy of the Sun, as well as the stars in our universe. The energy we get from the Sun is called solar energy. Moon. The Moon is our nearest companion in space. It appears as the biggest thing in our sky apart from the Sun. It is the only natural satellite of our Earth and is about 384,400 km from the Earth. The moon reflects the sun's light and appears bright at night. A natural satellite is an object that orbits around a planet. The moon's surface is covered with craters, valleys and mountains. There is no atmosphere in the moon. The moon takes about 27 days to go round the earth. It also takes about the same time to turn round once on its axis. It is orbiting the earth and turning at the same rate. As a result, we see only one side of the moon, and the same side always faces us.
Phases of the moon. Observe the moon through a month and you will notice that its appearance changes. These different appearances of the moon are called its phases. The reason for this is that the moon shines by reflecting sunlight. It has no light of its own. At different times of the month, we on Earth see different portions of the sunlit side of the moon, which gives the impression of changing shapes. Eclipse. All the celestial bodies in space are constantly in motion. As the Earth is moving around the sun, the moon is making its own orbit around the Earth. The same thing occurs with the other planets. An eclipse occurs when the sun, the moon, the Earth come in a straight line. When the Earth is at the middle, it casts a shadow on the moon and hides it from the sun. Similarly, when the moon is in the middle, it casts a shadow on the Earth and hides it from the sun.
Solar eclipse. A solar eclipse occurs when the moon comes in between the sun and earth and hides the sun partially or totally. The shadow of the moon falls on the earth and we observe a solar eclipse. When the moon covers the sun, the deepest part of the moon's shadow, called the umbra, falls on a small patch of the earth. This patch experiences a total eclipse. Penumbra is the less deep part of the moon's shadow, which causes a partial solar eclipse in the region where it falls. Lunar eclipse. An eclipse of the moon is called a lunar eclipse. This happens when the earth comes between the moon and the sun. The umbra part of the earth's shadow completely blocks the sunlight. The penumbra part blocks the sunlight partially. When the moon comes under the deep shadow, the umbra, a total lunar eclipse occurs. When the moon comes under the less deep shadow, penumbra, a partial lunar eclipse occurs. During a total lunar eclipse, the moon is completely hidden. During a partial lunar eclipse, the moon is partially hidden. Artificial satellite. An artificial satellite is a man-made object that orbits a celestial body, usually a planet. Our Earth has many artificial satellites. Satellites are launched into space by special vehicles called rockets. The first artificial satellite was Sputnik 1, sent by the Soviet Union, now Russia, into space in 1957. Now, there are more than 3,000 satellites in orbit around the Earth.
Artificial satellites are used for many purposes. Weather satellites keep track of weather patterns. The military take secret photographs of air bases and ports and watch for any military activity or the testing of weapons by other countries. Some satellites are for scientific research and they take photographs of the Earth as well as of other distant objects of the universe. A very important use of satellites is in navigation and communication. The GPS, Global Positioning System, helps in navigation and can tell the exact location of people or places. The signals for television and radio systems are distributed all over the world by communication satellites.